Hey, all you Wall Street winners out there, time for the August 15th edition of Wall Street Winners. Let's dive right in here. Wow, what an amazing divergence here. This is really something quite rare. Now, you can see we actually accelerated in the last week to the upside, leaving a gap in the process, but wait a minute, why is volume going down? Well, part of that could be because it's August and it's vacation time, but it makes me nervous that the acceleration occurred on super light volume. At the same time, the smart money looks like it's selling this rally. So, but on the bullish side, we broke above these previous highs, which had taken us, we kind of staggered around here and then pop, there we go. So it's a mixed bag right now. I'm going to stick with my position that we're getting close to the end of this rally. It might have another week to go. That's about it. And then we should start seeing this market make a more significant bear leg. Look at that purple predictor. That's on balance volume. Over here, we see, though, on our Dow Jones chart, that buying pressure really took off. Selling pressure also went down, but mainly it was a lot of buying pressure that came into the market. But look at this light green line right here. That's the relative strength index, RSI, and it got up to the 70 level. That's there. Now, what happened last time we were there? Bingo. Big drop off. So the market's gone, the momentum's gone too far too fast. It can go a little bit above this line, but it doesn't usually go much beyond that. This is a fairly typical thing that happens. Notice on the bottoms, this is a great signal. Buy signal, buy signal, buy signal, buy signal. We didn't quite make it there. Buy signal here. So the same thing on the top side. It's a sell signal. And we're right there. So yes, this week should be the high in this rally. Over here, we see something similar going on in the NASDAQ. Look at the purple predictor starting to collapse here. Not as bad as in the S&P. It had been continuing higher, whereas the S&P, actually, the purple predictor was dropping down. Here you can see, same thing. We make a new high, but the smart money's selling the NASDAQ. They're selling the S&P more, but they're selling the NASDAQ too. I always like to follow the smart money. Why? Because then I don't have to be smart. I just do what they do. And that means I become smart. All right. Also, we're up here at the 70 line. Now, even back here, we didn't even get up to the 70 line, but we're very, very overbought here. Seasonality. Once again, we're in should be a neutral, but look at utilities broke out. Now, I don't have, for fully paid up members, I don't have any utility trades. We'll try to put some on for next week, but we're in a seasonally bullish period, May 1 to October 31. So we have 2 or 3 months that we can jump on these utes, make some money there. Also, now one of the big reasons why I remain where I said we can get a little bit, I told you we should be going up, sideways. Now we're starting the period where we normally would see a significant sell-off in the market. And there's a little bit of time left on the upside, but not much. Not much. So I'm sticking with the red line as the best scenario. It's worked great so far this year. Now, one thing that happened, this was a big move. Money flew out of the bond market. So you saw that the NASDAQ was a little bit stronger than the S&P. The market's looking for more risk here. They're saying we don't need bonds anymore. And bonds, by the way, because fully paid up members know I've been calling this bond market rally like gangbusters. I think we're going to continue to stay on the long side of bonds, but it'll pause now. It's not going to be as bullish. But what that meant is that interest rates dropped a lot in the bond market. So that means 2 things. Number one, any new money coming into the bond market can't get the yields that we got just a month ago. So that money's going into dividend paying stocks like the utilities. I'm putting this whole picture together for you. What's happening in the market? 3-dimensional analysis. You don't get this anywhere else. Now, the other thing that's going on with this chart is, so they're getting out of bonds, but the other thing is that people who had owned bonds now have some big capital gains. And I think they're saying, oh my God, I mean, I've been losing money all year long. I've got an opportunity to get out here at break even or maybe a profit. And they're bailing out of the bond market and putting their money in stocks, particularly high dividend producing stocks, such as our pit bulls of the Dow or utility stocks. And here you can see the stock market risk indicator moving higher and higher. I'm telling you, this is amazing stuff. Global shares. I'm going to stick with the same thing. We're getting close to the 70 overbought level. This rally should be over here very soon as well. Of course, the big death-defying thing is we're down here at a flat yield curve. You can see it over here. We're negative for a lot of the curve, a little bit positive. But when we're basically this flat, that's the end. We get a big bear market and we get a recession. Both. We still have another big leg down, I think, on the stock market. And of course, we're now technically in a recession. It's going to get worse. The recession is going to get much worse than it is now. So here's what I'm talking about. Bonds, we had the rally that we were calling for. Now we're going to sell off. Purple predictor shows that the smart money is starting to sell their bonds. Look for this to continue to move lower. Now, that would be higher interest rates. Now, if I have higher interest rates in the U.S., oh, and by the way, here you can see the rebound in all of our indicators, then that means the dollar should probably do well. So look for the dollar to stay. I'm not looking for a big bull market, but I am looking for a weak bull market. At least stability here. I don't think we're going to break these highs anytime soon. And then over here we can see that if the dollar is up, then that means gold probably is going to fade. So you can see already we had a nice bull market here, and then the momentum is really fading here. It's still making higher highs and higher lows, but it's fading. It's fading. So look for gold to take a little bit of a dip here over the next couple of weeks. Our indicators have shifted back towards neutral, and even the bullish indicators are pretty weak bullish. Crude oil, we should see a little bit of a rally, but and I'll tell you why in a second. But as you know, we told you about the peak in the crude oil market 2 days after the high. We've been riding it on the downside, took big profits on our long energy positions. Look at the purple predictor starting to perk up a little bit. The purple predictor is stronger than the price action, which says that now that we're down here at $90 a barrel, a lot of smart money is coming into this market. I was talking to an oil man this last week. They're projecting $90 really for the next couple of years. Now that would be give or take $10, but that would be 80 to 110. But they're looking for stable oil prices, but at a $90 to $100 level. He's a producer, an oil producer. So I'm getting a little bit more bullish on energy, but not ready to really commit. Now this is the one that's really like, I'm scratching my head right now. Okay, we got this bull market. I talked about this a lot last week. We have this bull market in Bitcoin. We're making higher highs, higher lows. By definition, it's a bull market. If it's a bull market, you should be long. But why is the purple predictor collapsing over this period of time, showing a little bit of strength here? The smart money was taking profits, but now they're starting to step back into the market. Frankly, when in doubt, stay out. So I'm not doing anything in the crypto market right now. Okay, freebies, you know what you need to do. You need to get the specific trades that I'm putting on so you could see how we're making money in all of this market. I've been calling the markets for you for free for a long time. Now it's time for you to pony up a little cheddar and become one of the cool kids.